I've heard from lots of therapists recently that keeping on top of their inquiries can be really tricky. So in this week's video, I'm going to give you some of my top tips to help you manage your inquiries and convert more of them into clients. First of all, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kim. I help therapists get online, get confident with admin and reduce tech overwhelm. So let's jump into my tips. So the first thing I want you to do is have a think about all the places that your inquiries can come from. So this could be things such as your website, any directory listings you have, any social media platforms that you have. It could also be through referrals from other professionals or your colleagues. Now, when you think about all of the different places that these inquiries can come from, you can also get some understanding of how they're actually going to get to you. So that could be via email, it could be via text messaging or even a phone call, or it could be through social media such as direct messaging. So now you know where all your referrals can come from. My second tip is to move everyone to email. So you want to speak to anybody that refers to you. You want to make sure on your website, on the directory listings and things like that, that you have your email address, not a phone number. Most of the time, if people are going to call you, you're going to be in session and you're not going to be able to answer the phone. Then you might get a voice note and then you have to remember to check the voice note. You have to remember that it was sent to you on a voice note. Then you might have to call that person back and then they don't answer. So you don't want to do it that way. What you want to do is make sure that everybody who contacts you comes into your email. Now, I've given you one example there of why moving everyone to email is a good benefit, because you don't want to be missing each other's calls and things like that. When you do operate that way with phone calls and voice notes and things like that, it does give the impression that it's hard to work with you as well. And that's not the impression that you want to give a potential client. So if you get everybody to email you, then you can reply at a time that's convenient to you and they can reply at a time that's convenient to them. It also only gives you one place to have to look up if you've responded to somebody. So if you are getting text messages and voice notes and phone calls and direct messages and emails and all the different things, you are going to have to try and remember where that inquiry came from so that you can check if you've replied to it or if they've replied to you. Whereas if it's all in your inbox, it's much easier to manage that process. If you want to search for somebody, you know exactly where to go. If you want to check if someone's replied to you, you know exactly where to go. This also leads on to my third tip, which is to have Gmail templates or any kind of email templates created for your inquiry responses. Usually when somebody is looking for a therapist, they will go onto Google or they'll go onto Counseling Directory or Psychology Today and they will look up therapists in their area or specializing in what they need therapy for. So they're probably not just going to reach out to one person, they're going to reach out to multiple people. And what's probably going to happen is they're only going to meet with the first 1 or 2 therapists that actually gets back to them. So this is a reason why you don't want to have to search around in all these different places that people can communicate with you. You want to make sure they're coming into your inbox. You have regular times that you're checking your inbox so that you can respond to inquiries, and you already have a Gmail template created with any information that you want to give a potential client, so it's really easy to respond to somebody. I have a free resource which is Gmail templates, so if you'd like to get your hands on that, I'll leave a link in the description, and this does have inquiry responses for yes and no, so you can edit those and then get them set up so that you can send them to potential clients that inquire with you. An add-on to that tip is to make sure that you do respond to everyone, even if you don't have space. If you want to offer a wait list, if you do have space, just make sure that you are responding to everyone. It's a kind thing to do, it's a professional thing to do, and it helps people who have taken that brave step to reach out to a therapist to know that they have got responses from people. My fourth tip is to have a master client list, which is a document where you can keep all of your current clients, all of your past clients, but also you can keep a list of your inquiries. It's really important to know how often you're getting inquiries, where they're coming from, and how often you are converting people as well. So I would really recommend creating a master client list, or I have a free template for you, which again, I'll leave in the description below. You can download that, and I'll also link to a video, all this pointing, link to a video which shows you how to use the document as well. So if you'd like to get your hands on that, just check out the description below. And finally, if you are actively looking for clients at the moment, it would be a really good idea to add an intro call link anywhere that you can add links. So whether that's on your website, in a directory listing, what happens then is the clients can automatically book a free 15-minute intro call with you without the need of having to have an email conversation with you. This is going to put you much higher on the list of potential therapists for clients if they know that they can book to see you straight away. I would caveat this and say that this is just if you are actively looking for clients. If at the moment you are full or you're just offering wait list, I would remove this for the time being, because it's going to kind of waste clients' time and also yours. But if you are actively looking for clients, think about setting something up with Calendly or another free scheduler. You can usually set up one free type of call, so you can use that for your discovery call. You can sync it with your Google Calendar so that it won't double book you or anything like that. And you can set up the times where you are open to receiving these calls. This will help you look so professional to potential clients and will give you a real head start in being able to convert that client into a current client of your practice rather than them going to somebody else. So they were my top tips for managing inquiries. I really hope you found this video useful. If you have any other tips for managing inquiries, please leave them in the comments below this video and help a fellow therapist out. But for now, thanks so much for watching.